Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Turin here with another Total War Warhammer live battlecast. In this particular game, we're going to play the Dwarves. Not sure what we're going to face. It looks like Wood Elves or Vampire Counts. Okay, so Vampire Counts are definitely a pretty tricky matchup, to say the least. So let's see. We could face the Vargulf spam. A lot of different directions we could go, but I do like Thorgrim Grudgebearer quite a bit here. He is, he's technically like on a mount, so he doesn't get like knocked around as easily. Because again, a lot of monstrous units can definitely overwhelm the Dwarf Lords, especially Vargulfs. So having a Lord that, isn't going to be subject to that is really nice. But also the Rune Lord is a really good choice here. So we're going to get him, put him on the Anvil of Doom, and let's see here, what else do we want to get? So Locust Power gives 15% magic resistance, so I don't know how big that is. I suppose the Vampire Counts do have some, but we can probably get away with not using it for now. We're going to use the 2 Runesmiths here. We're going to actually try some Gyrocopters. I think that could be pretty fun. I don't know how good it'll be, but let's just give it a try and see what happens. So on the second one here, we're just going to do this guy like that, and then that's probably it for Runesmiths. I'm not going to get too obnoxious and get 3 of them, so... As far as infantry, we basically just want to be resilient here. We just want to be able to hold up for as long as possible and allow our Air Force to kind of do their thing. So we're going to get Gyrocopters with Brimstone guns and just see what happens. It's a little bit of a risky gambit because if he goes very heavy in the Air Force, I'm just going to be in some serious trouble, like serious trouble. And one thing that's also nice is this is a fairly open field map. So we might be able to get away with like, I don't know, do we want to try some like funny business like a cannon? And then get some Slayers in the back line, just have like some totally weird formation going on. I think we can. So our Warriors are Dragonfire Pass. On top of that, let's go ahead and get Norgrimling's Ironbreakers. Why not, man? This is just going downhill quick, I feel. Yeah, we can't afford those guys. I think they're just a little steep for what we're looking for here. So we'll probably get one more group of, maybe 2 groups of Dwarf Warriors should be fine. Hopefully with the Runesmiths, they should be able to last, some time. But we're going to need quite a bit of armor piercing because Graveguard are pretty good, but still, he might just bring Crypt Horrors. I mean, Crypt Horrors are obviously very good against the Dwarves as well. I'm hoping this cannon, I'm actually going to put it very far away from my main army, and hopefully it'll be able to kind of, let's see, do we want to get Dragonback Slayers? But hopefully it'll be able to provide some good support against Vargulfs, and then if he goes after that, I'm hoping to overextend him, and then use the Gyrocopters to kind of, do some work in between there. So we could get Ulthar's Raiders. Although we could get some Rangers. Rangers are decent, I feel. So let's get 2 Rangers. Let's just do a weird army here and just see how my opponent deals with it. I mean, it could be really bad, but at the same coin, it could work, guys. Could work. I feel like what's that quote from Dumb and Dumber? I forget. Yeah, like when the guy, so you're telling me there's a chance? Yes, there is a chance we can win here. So I guess we'll just get, so we have an armor piercing. We don't have too much armor piercing, but although we do have cannons in the Gyrocopters, so hopefully that'll be enough. We probably just want our front line to hold up and be like resilient, So a bolt thrower. Probably not a good idea. Maybe just an additional group of regular Longbeards. They're pretty resilient. Yeah, let's just see what happens. Screw it, guys. Let's have some fun. It's a bit of an unorthodox build, but hopefully it'll pay off. So the Rangers, I'm just going to like keep back. Not going to try any like funny Vanguard deployment. I'll probably keep them between my cannon and the main fight because it is an open field map. So I'm hoping we can like take advantage of the kind of the space and get some good value. So again, because if my Rangers are like with my main army very high and tight, you can just summon zombies on top of them and shut them down. But if they're like far away and he has to like chase after them, I then have my Gyrocopters and my cannon to support, and just feels like a weird army, but I don't know, maybe it'll become a thing, guys. That'd be kind of cool, right? So we're gonna put this cannon back here like so. We're gonna put the Slayers just simply on guard duty. That's literally what they're gonna be doing all game. So we're then gonna form our mini Death Star. Not gonna be the most powerful one, that's for sure, but still, guys, it'll get the job done. So we're gonna get the Rune Lord here like so. Get these guys over here. These guys over here, and all right, so far so good. So these guys are going to deploy up here, and we're going to like march up. We want to like have the fight a little further ahead. We don't want to be fighting back here near the cannon. We want to be fighting like out in the valley over here in that area, so the cannon can fire, and he has to like choose whether he wants to invest resources in going after the cannon or not. So on top of that, this will be in group 3. These guys can be in group 4, so we might want to split them up, to be honest. Put like one out here and maybe like one over here, because if he decides to like, if he somehow stumbles across one of them, I don't want him to like get all of them for free. So yeah, let's see how this goes. It's gonna be a pretty micro-intensive army because again, I have like cannons and freaking Gyrocopter bombs that need to be dropped and things like that. So I might actually wait to drop the gyro bombs till a little later in the game. But if he does have like a Mortis engine and he doesn't have a big Air Force, I can simply split these guys up into 3 groups. And if he does have a heavy Air Force, I might just fall back to the support of the Rangers. I don't know, it's tricky. Vargeists aren't very popular because they don't have like heavy armor piercing. They do hit hard, so they can still do some work, but I think we're okay here. So we're gonna go here. Let's go ahead and move this cannon up just a little bit. Move these guys up here, and it looks like he does have direwolves back here, so we might actually keep the Rangers here. And he does have another group of direwolves. So it's actually really bad for my Rangers. So we're gonna advance here and just start doing some work with our gyros here. He just has the one Flying Lord, the Red Duke. So I'm feeling pretty confident actually. Let's actually just deploy on this hill and just make him force us to fight us here. And the cannon fire, we can just have it start shooting at this. What is this? This is a corpse cart. Unholy Lodestone. Great. So we're going to go after the Red Duke, and if he runs, like, I'm totally fine with that. Because, again, we can just start killing, you know, his high-value units, which is what we wanted to do in the first place. So Cannon's starting to shoot, which is great. He is running with the Duke here, so we're going to kind of side strafe so we don't take a lot of extra damage. We're just going to start poking. Did I accidentally shoot one of my own guys there? So we're just going to start taking out that corpse guard, because, again, with the anti-large, we should be able to kill it somewhat quickly. So you can see the cannon shooting in, making some decent contact, and we are killing the corpse guard, which is great. We do have these rangers and auxiliary here, which are in a little bit of a risky position, so we might actually pull them back here and just kind of use the slayers here. Let's go like this and pull these guys. Now we can keep one group up front. That's probably fine. So the gyros are doing a great job kind of putting that guy down, and hopefully we'll be able to kill it before the fighting starts. We can drop a bomb here in just a second. Let's go ahead and drop a volley right there just for fun. So we get a little bit of decent damage. We kill 4 Graveguard. Definitely cannot complain. So the Duke's coming around. He's going to get pretty crunk here. We might actually detach a group of Longbeards here, put them in group 6. Just use them to kind of like defend this pocket right here. So we're going to pull the Slayers over here to deal with these guys. And the other pack is coming, but we're going to pull these guys, and we should be able to, like, honestly deal with those threats pretty well. So these Rangers can start shooting at those guys. We are about to kill the corpse cart, which is great. Red Duke is coming in on the wings. Yeah, that's nice right there. So our Rangers are shooting. We do have the Slayers on guard duty, and we do have this other group right here. So we're going to just put them just like that. So, yeah, we did kill the corpse cart, which is nice. So right now what we're going to do is just kind of go after the Red Duke with our missiles here, just do the best we can. And we do have this pretty substantial Death Star still, which, you know, is in good shape for the most part. So we'll pull those Rangers up here, and we'll see where he goes. I'm not sure where he's going to go with those other hounds over there. So we do have our gyros coming in pretty hot. He might summon zombies here. That's probably what's going to end up happening. So we're going to turn and shoot here and turn and shoot here and just do our thing. So we do have the charge defense against large, which is quite nice, so we should be able to hold up against these guys. We're going to save the Rune and Wrath and Rune for some of the denser groups. He does summon some zombies here. A little bit out of position, actually. He kind of missed with those. And now we are getting some great shots here. So we're going to pull these guys up a little bit closer. Probably going to summon some zombies here as well, but we're doing good in the front line for the most part. I mean, it's obviously not the best trade, but so we're going to use the Rune of Wrath and Rune here. We're going to use one right over yonder like that. And all right, cool. So we're doing our thing now. We're going to start shooting at the Duke. We're going to split our gyrocopters up into 3 different groups and just kind of do the best we can with those guys. Hounds are coming around the back, so we're going to split these guys here, and we're just going to have the cannon start pressuring the Duke. Just that extra kind of pretty substantial, you know, attack is going to do some great work for us here. So let's go ahead and use the Rune of Wrath and Rune on these Graveguard over here and just intercept them with the Grumbling Guard. And the Duke is taking a bit of work right now. He's definitely not having a good time. So we're just going to keep focusing him down, and the build seems to be working pretty well. He's going to get these Direwolves in here, but we do have the support of these Longbeards, so they should be able to fight and win that battle in the long run. So we still do have a ton of bombs, which is really nice. So we're just going to keep chasing the Red Duke, just, you know, making him really uncomfortable, and hopefully we can actually take him out, which would be quite nice. So let's go ahead and use the leadership here. And he's not able to, like, support his front line as easily as he would like. He's having to run around quite a bit, which must be, you know, very micro-intensive, and he's still taking fire the entire time. So these Longbeards, I'm not sure why they ran over there. They should have been helping out, but it's okay, guys. You know, we're trying our best here. So the Rangers are able to escape. We're going to turn and shoot them, and just keep focusing this Duke down, and we're probably just going to use the bombs on cleanup duty here in a moment. So we're going to use the Rune of Wrath and Rune there. We're going to use another one over here on these ethereal units. Oh, did we? I think we misclicked. That's okay. It's still an important target. So the Duke's going down. We should be able to finish him here relatively soon. He's just clearly spamming Invocation of the Heck as often as he can to try and stay alive. Let's get these Slayers to help out with those Direwolves. Pull these Rangers back just a little bit, and we get a nice cannon shot there. So that's great. So he must be really close to dying, and his Invocation of the Heck is actually about to wear off. So I think we're okay. We're probably obviously losing the frontline battle a little bit, but once the Duke goes down, I think we should be okay. So we're going to run this gyro back here, just kind of kite a little bit. He does summon another group of zombies here, and he does disengage, so let's go ahead and turn and just keep shooting. The Slayers we can honestly just use over here, and he might land. I'm not sure if he wants to, so let's go ahead and get these Rangers shooting here as well. And again, just taking a ton of fire my opponent is. So let's go ahead and use the runes here. We don't have any big runes up right now, but we really just need to kill this guy, and once he's down, I think we honestly just win. So we'll use the Slayers to clean up some of these zombies. We do have some Rangers doing some good crossfire here, so we just need to finish him, and we do. So right now we're just going to fly over the front line here, just do some nice bombing runs. So let's go ahead and get ready for that, and we drop one right there, and let's go ahead and switch them onto some of these Cryptors. And these guys here, we can go ahead and get them shooting at Cryptors with their anti-large bonus. We also want to get these Rangers shooting at Cryptors as well. And all right, so far so good. So let's go ahead and keep using some ruins here. Just every chance we get, we want to be using those, because again, just very, very, you know, cost efficient damage. Slayers in the back line are defending the zombies. So let's go ahead and pull the cannon back, make sure these guys are shooting at some higher value targets. He is advancing here, but you know, again, we should be in good shape. So we're going to go ahead and do a nice little bomb on this big blob right here, which is going to be really good. So we're going to drop that right on those guys, do a little bit of damage, nothing huge. And we're going to fly back over, get one more bombing run here in just a moment, and that's a nice one right there. So great. We're going to start shooting at these Cryptors right here, and the Rune Lord is in good shape. We do have a Master Rune of Wrath and Rune, so we're going to use that on those Garen rates, which will honestly probably just finish them. So the zombies being dealt with pretty well in the back line. He did get through with some of these Graveguard and did catch my Rangers, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you know, it could be much worse. So the cannon, we're just going to keep pulling it back. So if by some, you know, miracle he's able to like kind of survive here and you know, get his bearings back together, he'll have to run a further distance to get to my cannon. So we're gonna go ahead and use the bombs here on these guys, and bam, that's a pretty good job there. So a lot of people don't bring like big air forces against the dwarves as the vampires, because you know, you would think that gyrocopters are a very risky pick, but guys, I honestly think they're pretty solid against the vampire counts. You know, they give you a lot of cushion, allow you to pressure their lord in a way that they're not used to being pressured. So pretty good game for sure. I hope you guys like that build, and you know, keeping the cannon back there. You guys saw, so he had to get the Red Duke, he had to then fly to the back, you know, deal with that, and in going to deal with that, he's taking missile fire from a multitude of different angles, and you know, I think it was pretty effective. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Worked out pretty well. We were able to deal with the Dire Hounds pretty well. The Rangers provided some good support in the back line. We were able to pressure the Crypt Horrors, so all around just solid stuff. You know, good performers from these Slayers. They were definitely doing their job on guard duty. They killed hounds, they killed zombies all day, allowed that cannon to keep coming back online, and you know, essentially pressured a lot of his good units. He didn't get to use his corpse guard at all too, which was really nice, because that would have been a pretty substantial boon for his front line. So give it a try, guys. Let me know your thoughts, and you know, how it works out if you end up trying this build. So well played to my opponent, Palace Astra. Look forward to seeing you again on ladder, and I hope you guys enjoyed that DAWI cast. Have an excellent night, and take care.